can record it if you want, but...
Alright, I'll record it. I'll record it.
I'm assuming you're going to record it.
I'll record it, but I'm not going to stream it.
And the great one after that.
Yeah, because I think most of the SRL people would have seen me as well. Most of the admins. So, yeah, I'm not streaming anymore. You can say that. Okay. So, if you want to... I don't know. Clear stuff up.
You're asking me the question.
Oh, I'm asking you the question.
Yeah.
I'll ask... So you want me to ask... Okay. Do you have a question?
Not really.
Okay, well, I guess I can start us off.
How do I get the messages?
Because, like, all the stuff that I've seen is, it's quite fishy. Fishy, yeah. Oops. And, like, he, what's it called? Malik, he literally admitted to IP tracking, members of Oor, and then I said, wait, so you're admitting to tracking people and, tracking people and all, and he said, like a sentence later, he said, no, I'm not. He's like, kind of back up. I can show you the screenshot.
Yeah.
And I can get on to Bender stuff a bit later, because I'm a bit mad about that since, okay, let's see. Malik. Okay, here it is. Alright, so... This is... This is the DM with Malik. I can show you right now. And as you can see, I just claim, I'm saying, Don Cheadle came in to SRL, and in the general chat, he talked about you, I think, and then he's like, okay, cool. He wasn't typing at the stage. I just claim you guys IP track, and I'm in the wrong. Alright, that was my kind of statement. That's what I said in the conversation, right? He then says, we do it to protect ourselves. How does IP tracking protect, it's a bit weird. It's a bit weird because, I'm 14, others are 14, others are minors. It's a bit weird how you're getting your IP tracked. Don't you agree? Or is that, normal?
I mean, isn't IP public information?
Well, it's more or less your address and where you live, and it's quite, private information. Wow. Oh my God. Do you have the Xbox?
You can have it now if, when you're done with it, you plug it back in.
Yeah, I don't care. I will.
Or I play on it right now.
Just go. Alright. You can have a look at that. I'll be back in a second. Or you play it now. Alright, move.
So you're gonna put it back in?
Yeah, why not?
Something tells me that.
Alright, I got it now. I'll just put it here. Alright. So what can you extract from that screenshot?
A Twitter screenshot?
Yeah. Because all I can see is Malik admitting to IP tracking, then going, wait, no, he's kind of backtracking up. He's just kind of realised that he said the wrong thing. And he's kind of going, no, but the police track, I use a VPN. What does a VPN have to do with IP tracking? I mean, I know it. Oh God, get this out. I know it. What do you call it? I know it can cover you up sometimes. Very rarely. Oh God. For those of you there. I know it can rarely, cover up your information, right? But yeah, I don't know what you can extract from that except that he does IP track, because he literally says he IP tracks to protect himself. So yeah, I don't understand how that could be seen as more or less a safe thing to do as a league admin. To me, at least, it can be different for you, but I just don't see that as something ideal. Because why would I want Malik knowing where I live? If I wanted Malik to know where I live, I would have told him. All right, but I didn't tell him. It wasn't on the sign up form as well. It wasn't like, where do you live? Oh, you live in Melbourne. Exactly here at this IP address, etc. I mean, it's pretty easy for people to put that in there. People to IP track, really. Yeah, as long as you. Whoops. What the hell is that? Oh god. Okay. It's pretty easy for people to IP track. So, like on a Discord, especially if you just have admin. I know a friend that has that to me.
Yeah. Alright, so why do you think IP tracking gives an exact address?
Because I've had a friend who's IP tracked another guy and met him at his house.
Yeah?
That was enough to, to kind of get me going. Well, why would I want my IP address, why would I want him knowing what my IP address is anyway? Oh god, I don't want to speak to that person. Yep. Why would I want that? Why would I, allow it, more or less?
It's so easy to do in use Discord, but I don't. First of all, the screenshot isn't him admitting he IP tracks. To me, at least.
I mean, to me, it looks like he's literally just going, yeah, we do it, but then he's kind of realised after my message that he's not meant to be saying that. And he just skims right over it, saying, I use a VPN. What does a VPN have to do with him IP tracking? I mean, it covers up his location a little bit, but still. Why would you say I use VPN?
So here's my interpretation.
Yep.
I don't fully understand IP address. I'm not going to claim that I do.
Yeah, okay.
And I think you don't either. And you're trying to claim a lot of things, but none of it makes sense.
Okay. Well, yep. And your point is that what? It's fine. What he said. It's fine to IP track. Is that what you're saying?
I don't know. I don't even know if Malik does.
Well,
I don't know of anyone.
I from that screenshot, I can easily interpret that, he's made a muck up with his wording, and he's said the wrong thing, because he's obviously quickly, gone, oh, that's the wrong thing to say, I shouldn't be saying that.
I interpret it differently.
Okay, all good, that's whatever you want. But yeah, I mean, for many people, Voxy Infinity, I know he and Highcom, when Hoodlum were banned, they messaged Hoodlum, and they're asking, why'd you get banned? And he said, well, I was like, I don't know what he said. Pretty sure he just said that he raced an SRL, or something like that, or just didn't like Malik, I don't know. And, had enough of their BS. I know that's what Lance had. He had enough of it, and had enough of all the stuff around it, because Malik never seems to be up to actually clarify anything. He just thinks that removing people and skimming over stuff seems to be the way to go. Because Eric,
Chat with Woodland, a bunch of the admins we had.
yeah, what happened there? I'm not 100% informed because I wasn't there, but I can trust them quite a lot. You might not be. Well, what happened in that chat? Just tell me.
Oh, yes. Talked about.
What? Why was he banned again?
Honestly, I can't remember. Didn't you know?
From my understanding, he was just like, I don't know, because when he was in, he came over when Degree and Nimble came over because they're like quite close friends, and I'm pretty sure he was just kind of just looking to race on a Friday. He must have gotten on Malik's bad side, which looked to have happened with Matt because Matt wanted to race in SRL. Which is apparently a crime of some sort because I'm in it. Even though I've done that Reddit comment and that's just about it. But
That's just about it?
well, what have I done? Just tell me.
I don't know, you tell me. You only said that's just about it.
I think the other thing was apparently a crime. I can actually go and look at the screenshots. Actually, let me have a look. I'm pretty sure Malik didn't describe what I did. He blatantly skimmed over what I did. He told him he did a lot. I did a lot of bad things, and then he like asked what did I do, and he said a lot of bad things. Which, doesn't provide a lot of clarity, but that's yeah, more or less the pinnacle of him. I'll get the screenshot up. See if I can. For God's sake. Should be saved somewhere at least. I'll probably find it, but it will take some digging of lots of direct messages. Find this one. How long ago was that? 27th? Oh, it could have been then. I can't do stuff funny at the moment. But he basically said to Is That Matt that he did a lot of bad things. I didn't describe anything I did, so he lied to Lance when I was originally banned and he joined that I DDoSed him twice, which is a lie. There's I don't even know how to DDoS someone. And he thought that for a while, and he got told to take me out, which is nothing much. I don't really care about that, to be honest. It's only an open lobby, but him lying about me DDoSing someone's a bit weird. And apparently, I'm associated with every single stream rate that Degree and what is it called? Degree and what do you call it? Don Cheadle. Some of their other friends. I'm apparently associated with everything that they do. It's very annoying because I'm not at all. And Voxy was talking to Malik. Probably the first person to actually be able to talk about Malik about me and issues in OOL without being banned. May I say? And he just Malik could not get through his head that there's another side to the story. And back then, he even when I was first banned, he told Lance he was going to call the cops on me for DDoSing him when I didn't. Let's see if that works. Yeah, let's go down and set up quickly. But yeah, I mean, I can't. Yeah, it's pretty hard to respect him when all this stuff happens to me. Makes my life a mess, like a living mess. And then all the blame was put on me for stuff I had no affiliation with except being friends with certain people. And I've got a question for you, because seems to be a couple of different ideas with members around the community. Would people be allowed to race in AOR? Because I've heard different things. Because number one, it's not going to be run by me, it's run by someone else. I don't know who, right? And it's just another league, right? But I want to know because you're more or less an admin, are you?
Kinda.
Well, you would know. Are you allowed to race in another league like AOR? Like next season?
AORPC, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, there is no AORPC for now, so I don't think there's been a decision on it.
What's it called? There's PCs for EU. Last season they were gonna get it up, but I think Fiery and Stroop Ruffle got messaged and told, basically got told to stay with OR, Mr. Octane Online Racing, because they had bigger and better plans. Because they put their names down on the interest thread, so I doubt that they'll be allowed to. But let's say next season, I'm pretty sure, I'm almost certain really, that there'll be an AOR PC in Oceania because there'll be enough sign-ups. Do you think people will be allowed to race in that?
I'm not sure.
As an admin, by the rules, because you're not allowed to race in. You're not allowed to race in SRL. I kind of understand. Still not really. But I want to hear what you think. I don't care if it's fully by the rules, but what you expect will be the way to go.
I'm not sure. There'll be probably a discussion.
Okay. Well,
PC Club, so.
alright. Well, because I had a talk with Asterix about it. He said, quote unquote, the toxicity from AOR itself as a whole entire league across, 3 continents or so is going to plague people inside of OR with toxicity, because apparently the Xbox side has to do with the PC side. Didn't really make sense to me, so I thought it'd be a good time to ask you. Do you think, do you think it'd be an issue with people just racing AOR?
Wow. I'm not sure. We'll find out whenever there's an AORPC.
Okay.
It's not my decision, it's not one person's decision. It's the admins decide.
Which is more or less you, but I understand. But, what's the... do you know about AFR? I think you might know. You would have been long enough to know about it.
No, I have no idea what AFR is.
Do you know about people called, Seb? Or Bandcamp? Do you know anything about them? Okay. Well, it's just another league, essentially. It's not that very big. It's not very competitive at all. It's more of a meme. But Combat Rat was in it, and he was friends with the owners, etc. And he got told to get... By Malik, he got told to get better friends, which was a bit wacky, but, seems to be the norm with Malik. I can't say I disagree with that being the norm with him. What else can I talk about? Oh yeah, Ben is saying the N-word. Don't really understand people's logic behind that, because some people think it's that private conversation just makes it, an echo, it's the all clear basically. But I had dark humor as my Steam profile picture, and that was labelled as racist, even though it was just a picture. And Bender, did say, he did say it, but it seems to be that I'm in the wrong because I can't remember. It makes no sense to me, but can you explain what's happening over there? Because it seems to be that people who don't like OR just get better, like, people who aren't as higher up in the hierarchy get treated a bit, differently. Do you have anything to say about what happened with Bender? Because from my understanding it was kind of unfair. No? Okay. Because, like, G-Bit himself was a guy who basically told me that it was wrong having dark humor as my Steam profile pic. And, having Bender do something, in my opinion, a bit worse, get the all clear, because he's an admin, to my understanding. That's kind of the reason why he likes him. From what I've seen, it seems to be whoever Mark likes gets the best treatment, but I kind of don't understand just putting me down because I'm a pencil. Do you just, do you see any of that happen? Do you feel like a possibility?
Not really. I don't even understand what.
Well, I got told that having dark humor as a Steam was bad. But later on, like he said, the Bender situation was fine since it was private conversation. And in my opinion, the Bender conversation, like what he said, was a bit worse than what I did. But it's fine because it was a private conversation. It doesn't really matter. But basically, what I saw was double standards and kind of annoys me. Anyway. What else can I talk about? Because, Malik's never... I mean, you guys always say that I'm never allowed to change... Like, I never change my opinion. But then again, I never see Mike change his opinion. So, am I just being forced to like... I understand. That's what it does feel like. Okay. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. Apparently, like, you said it before that I wasn't allowed to, like, hate, well, not allowed, but I was just having OR because of the fun of it, and there was no real reason. And that I'm not changing my opinion, so conversation with me is invalid. But yeah, every time I talk to an OR member, they never seem to change their opinion as well, or don't seem to acknowledge my opinion, like my points, more or less, and skim over it. So I just found that a bit weird how they kind of, I guess, just skim over information and more or less facts, and I find that really annoying. Like, yeah. Do you have anything to say about what? Do you think I'm wrong in any way? In any, like, do you think there's anything that's fake or not true I've said so far?
I don't know. Might have. I don't 100% know what's ever happened.
Because
What I can talk about is like...
it's like, what can you talk about? Because I guess you're not in the position to talk about everything. Malik doesn't want to ever talk because he thinks he's like the 8th wonder of the world, really.
Malik's just trying to run a league.
He's trying to run a league. I'm trying to run a league. But when he spreads, lies around, and it makes it insanely difficult and frustrating for myself. And I mean, another thing that really annoys me is his lack of clarity. Because when I got banned, he said, if you guys have any issues about OR, DM me, Malik.
Yeah, and didn't you put up a Reddit post?
Yeah, I'll explain that actually. I put up a Reddit post, right? So it was one of their recruiting things. I put out a Reddit post, not under my name. I guess that's fair. Like, about my experience. It was my experience as a person in OR, but it was like, let's say from a fake account's point of view, but it was like a true experience. I just didn't want to put my name in it. and I got banned for that because I found out who it was.
There's a difference between DMing Malik about something and
Yeah, okay. So let's start with that, alright? So I found it really frustrating how I was never allowed to like talk to Malik. Like in some conversations it was just really, shut up pencil, you're wrong or something like that, and I kinda found it annoying that was happening. But I made the post, I kinda regret it. But then again, once that happened, right, he said, if you have any, that was after, right? Once, if you have any issues with Oor or myself, Malik, just DM me. So, Matt, he, won tier 5 by about 60 seconds, so it's about a minute. And he got mad, so what he did was write to Malik and say, what was it? Yeah, I don't think it would suit me being in tier 5. I think I do have that one I can send you.
Yeah.
And he said it was rude, and disrespectful, even though it blatantly says, in one of the announcements that you're allowed to do what he did. I can kind of see why he means rude, but he was going for criticism and just some thought on his end, giving it to Malik, but he kind of found it as, I don't know, some sort of attack. You can have a look at that right now.
Just want to get things straight. Yeah, that's fair enough.
Looks fair enough as in...
What? Malik's running a league, right?
Yep, I'm also doing the same thing.
He has nothing to do with you.
Yeah, okay, yeah, all good, yeah.
Malik's running a league. Says you've had problems with people in SRL, so we don't want people who race in SRL. That's fair enough. And this guy says, I don't want to respect your rules, but I still want to race in your league.
Well,
I still want to take advantage of all the hard work that you put in so I can have fun. Yeah.
take advantage for all the hard work you've put into this league, right? And still have fun, right? Now, what is he doing here? Just explain what he's doing here. Is he giving criticisms or is he attacking Malik? I want to hear what you think he's doing.
Mostly attacking Malik. He says, I want to get things straight. He says, I don't want you to tell me what to do. I don't want to respect the rules.
Well, that's fine. He can't... I know it's a rule in OR, maybe to not, I guess, start the session earlier, right? That's a rule in OR. But there's no rule that says you can't be... Malik will tell you what people you can be friends with, alright? What people you can be friends with, and also what leagues you can race in. Where is that rule in the rule sheet that says you cannot race with Pencil or be friends with Pencil? He's not actually like trying to go Malik, this is just not a good rule, go away. There's no actual rule. Like it's a thing that he's made up to more or less keep the people in his league. Because you can't race in two at once. I don't understand that one, because Fiery tried to do it before. He didn't get to do it. I tried it before. I couldn't do it, so I got mad at it. Did that. Street Buffalo tried to do it before. Etc. Everyone did this. It's annoying. There's no actual rule. How I see SRL is basically just a time during the week where there is a competitive race, nothing more. Alright? That's how I see it as well. I don't understand how me being in the league and me owning it can create such a problem for you. He's making this job I think his hard work is at least 50% of it is just him is just him, what do you call it? Trying to make sure that his league is completely clean of myself and other leagues. Alright, that's how I see him. Because all the time, it's just, it's really annoying, okay?
What's wrong with that?
I mean, it's a bit, like, let's say, why wouldn't you be allowed to race in 2 different leagues? That's what he's trying to say, because it's not a rule, number 1, and it's not a rule to not be friends with me. It's just something that Malik doesn't like. And what's wrong? What is wrong with being friends with me and racing in OOR? That's something I don't understand.
I think it's wrong with being friends with you. It's being a part of a league that we've had problems with a bunch of people in it.
A bunch of people, as in what? 2 out of 15?
Pencil, Nimble, Degree, Lance.
Lance had no issue with you. Let's get that straight. Lance had an issue with the league, and he basically left. He sent them, Montel, an email talking about what OOR have done and what Malik has done, and he got found out, and that was it. He's acted ever since so respectful about it. Lance didn't even do anything. From what I've heard, Lance, forget his 2-week ban, he did nothing. Okay, that is all I've heard. Okay.
You just said Lance sent an email.
Yeah, no, to get his 2-week ban, he did nothing. To get banned, he did the email. But actually, you can explain, why did Lance get a 2-week ban? 2 race ban, whatever.
When the 2-week ban you got was a while ago, wasn't it?
Yeah. Which was, from my understanding, due to Nimble and Degree.
Yeah.
Why was he a part of it? I don't understand.
Can't exactly remember. It was a while ago. Come on. I don't know. Maybe you should ask Lance.
Okay, well, because he just told me nothing. I was just friends with them. That's what he told me. And then he told me that I DDoSed Malik. Okay. Always want to be maybe one day, fight for a championship against the best. I don't want to be forced to race in another league. I think he's misworded that. That would be me forcing him, but anyway. I want to be forced to race in OOR, I guess. Or forced to not race in another league. It's just not right. What do you think about being forced not to race in SRL because I'm just the owner?
The way I see it, alright? Mike owns and runs OOR.
Yes.
He is able to put in any rules he wants and sees fit.
Where does it say? Tell me where it says you cannot race in Pencils League, SRL, AFR. Where does it say in the rule set you cannot race in other leagues? Tell me.
I don't know what it says anywhere, but
it's not like, well, if it's not said anywhere, then how is it a rule?
So if we go to our rule and regulation book and say can race in SRL, do you have any more problems?
No. But
That's what you have to do.
You go put right. You cannot race in AFR, SRL, any Xbox leagues, because that's what fans got banned for. Put that right there. Put right in your rule book right now. I want to see it. You cannot race in any other league. You must stay in OOR to race in OOR. I want to see it by the end of the week. Put it right there. I want to see it plainly put that you cannot race in any other league but OOR, because that is exactly how I see it. Because out of 3 of 4 leagues in Oceania, the other one being OOR, you are banned from.
As far as I know, the only one is SRLPC.
Yeah, Combat Right was told to get better friends than Pencil, Seb, and Band. Alright, and he was still told to. That was why that was my conversation with Combat Right when he was in it still. But I would like to see it. I would like to see that rule put in.
So So we put that in our rule book.
I want to see you put explicitly, you cannot race or be friends with pencil.
Okay. Is that...
That's official. If that's what you want, if that's how you want to put it, because it says nowhere else. It's just Mullock's opinion. That's all it is, and the admin's opinion, just to not race with me because I've done nothing wrong. I've made a Reddit comment. That's wrong. One thing, alright? Let's put it. One thing I've done wrong. Made a Reddit comment, and then been friends with, what? Degree? And that. But since then, I've done nothing wrong. Since all of that. But I want to tell you how people will expect you to say, like, read the rules and it'll say, don't race with pencil because Malik lied about him doing bad things. I want to see where, you know.
That's all you want, and then you don't have any more problems with Allah?
Oh no, I still have problems. Tell me why Malik admitted to IP tracking. Tell me why.
Mark.
Huh?
I don't know if he does.
Well, in the text chat, he obviously said, in response to, I just claim you guys IP track and I'm in the wrong. He says, we do it to protect ourselves. What else could that be aimed at? What else could that be aimed at?
So the number one transfer is fine. I say yes.
I don't understand what else it could be aimed at.
It could... I don't know, I'm seeing a little bit of a conversation. I don't think that says you IP track everyone in the Discord. I'm not seeing that anywhere.
We do it to protect ourselves. I claim you guys IP track. We do it to protect ourselves. I see a strong correlation with those two messages, and it seriously suggests that he does, in fact, IP track. So when they do, when people who are banned come into the Discord, when they do that, they get banned.
Yeah. So Don Cheadle, right?
You know where he lives. Yeah.
I don't know where the fuck he lives.
Mark will probably know. He's probably got the IP address down. Right? Yep, Don Cheadle. I know he's bad. He's already got a race ban. I hate him to bits. I can confirm that. Alright?
Again, IP tracking doesn't give an address.
From what I've read, it most definitely can. From what I've
Go to
read.
your browser.
Yep.
My IP.
No, I can't because I'm on the Xbox now, but...
Well,
Try drag it in.
Type what's my IP. It'll give you your public IP address. Put that into Google, and it won't give you your exact location. So, I think you need to stop saying that. To my understanding.
To my understanding, I'm free to say it. Because it seems to
If you
me...
claim tracking someone's public IP address gives an exact location, then you can do what you want, yes.
But is there any issue with IP tracking in general?
To stop someone from joining your Discord.
Well, is it fine to track someone IP is it fine to IP track period? Tell me.
Do you think it's okay too?
I don't think it is.
It's okay too. Well, in my opinion, I don't think you fully understand what a public IP address is. And I could be wrong. I'm not a fucking network expert, but...
And that's fair.
I'm exaggerating.
Okay, well, from what I saw is... that I think that it's quite vital information, and it can be it's not something you'd want. Like, I wouldn't want it.
Then why is it so publicly available?
Well,
So
it's
easy
not.
to do.
It's not like it's literally. It's literally done through the. It's so easy, but is it like morally correct? For me, no, it's not.
I think it's possible that that conversation just means he got Don Cheadle's IP address, his public IP address, so that he could ban them from joining the Discord. So he banned that IP address from joining the Discord.
Okay, that's fair.
If you think
I'm fine with that.
something
I think it's
wrong with
something a
that-
bit worse. The fact is, many people have different opinions, and I think that it's morally incorrect to have someone else's IP, whether it be public or private, without you knowing.
I think he just wanted to ban someone from joining the Discord. That's what that conversation seems like. I don't know.
Well, to ban someone from the Discord, you have to know what, number one, their IP address is, so they can't come back in the first place. If that makes sense. If I was new, you would mark my IP down. So if I got banned, you would ban that person with the same IP. It's not like you can just join back with, and it'll be, same IP, and they would have known. So I don't know if that makes sense, but to me it just.
I think you're over-exaggerating what an IP address.
I think, well, like you've said, you say you don't know exactly what it is, so I don't think either of us can talk about it. From my point of view, what I've read, it can, reveal a lot of stuff about you, and I wouldn't be okay having someone knowing my IP address. And as you said, you're not some sort of expert, nor am I. But from what I understand, it's morally incorrect, at least to me. But yet, you seem to be like kind of...
I looked up on Google, what can someone do with my IP? First result says, they can find out your city, state, and zip code.
Okay, well that's fine. I mean, I don't think that's true, because, there's other stuff I've read. Probably go back to find it, but it'd be buried under history. But yeah, that's how I see it. If you don't see it that way, then I guess, power to you, but I see it morally incorrect. I know Infinity found it a bit weird that he said that. Highcom, I don't know, I can't remember what he said. Probably didn't care, knowing him. What's it called? Hoodlum, he found it really bit dark. Other people, like people inside of SRL, they know a lot about you guys because it's quite a hot topic and a really funny meme. But yeah, I have to go. I can continue this conversation another time. I would like to have it with Malik, but he seems to never be able to, like, I don't know, have a...
Is sick of you very much. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, you can have your league, you can have our league.
Yeah, I mean, I would like, right?
It's a fucking racing league, dude. This whole thing's...
I know. But, like, I think most of the stuff is more personally aimed at me.
I think if you forget about Aurora, you'll never hear about Aurora
Okay,
again.
if right, this is my like general proposition. You can record this. If Malik was able to talk to me and we could work out a resolution that made everyone happy, right?
Resolution.
What do you mean? Like, if he could clear the dust, he's lied to people about what I've done. Alright, that's a fact. I'm not happy about it, and that's why I do all this stuff. Alright? If he can clear that air with people inside of OR, and I can clear the air with the people inside of SRL, we can come to a resolution, make everything happy, instead of more or less what I think is a, like, more or less a dictatorship. Alright, and if he can clear that air, I'd be happy to, and live peacefully between each league, and people can do whatever they want. They can race in both, whatever they want. I'm 100% happy to do that.
I think you just need to move on with your life or something. I don't know how to say it.
Well, why would I want to live with the name, right? The IP track. No, not IP track. I DDoSed Malik, and I'm an evil person because I'm affiliated with the degree. Why would I want to live with it? Because it hurts, number one, my league, alright? SRL. The EU's... No, I don't. I own the Oceania tier, which is more relevant to what I own. If that makes sense.
So what do you own? Sorry?
I own the, what do you call it? PC, APAC, so Oceania region. Alright, that's my...
You run.
Yeah, I own that whole part.
You don't own, you just run it.
Alright, you're gonna put it that way, I run it, alright?
Yeah.
Commando, he owns it, or Malik, he owns all of OWA.
Yeah. So where I run tier 4.
Yes, I would say you're more or less the coordinator of it. I'd call it, because it's hard because, like, there's no regions in it, I guess. There's EU. But, like, when I'm directly influencing a bad name to other people, it's annoying because I can't clear the air because I, like, never wants to talk, you know? That's how I see it. You can see it differently, that's fine, I'm fine with that, I don't care. But yeah, I need to go quite badly now. If Mike wants to ever sort out a resolution out.
There's no resolution that needs to be found, just...
Well, I would like, this is what I'd like, right? Him to clear up, like, what I say about him, because some of the stuff I find a bit revealing and a bit annoying. And if he could clear why some of that stuff happens, then I'd like it. If he can't, then bad luck, I guess. But that's all I'd want, okay? It's as easy as that. Because the resolution doesn't include just blocking one side of the story out. Because that's... seems to be what he's been doing recently. Just saying.
Just... have SRL, run SRL.
But when you, like... yeah, but it's hard. You're blocking people from joining us because, you know, you have specific rules that say essentially pencil is annoying and AOR, even though, like, that hasn't even started. I've been told that you won't be allowed to race in it. Not by officials, alright, I'll admit that. But...
So who told you that?
Asterix.
That's what's Asterix guessing then.
Okay, well, I'd like to see if people are banned from AOR next season. And yeah, that's all I like to see. Because at the moment, all I see it as is you are restricted to OR and only OR only. That's what all I see it as.
Yeah. I don't see the problem with that.
Okay. With restricting people to OR only, or resolution.
Yeah, restricting people to OR.
I know if I was wanted to race in leagues, I would not like that.
There's 140 people or something like that that race in a league and are fine with our role. So I'm not to tell you, dude.
I mean, yeah, that's fine, but like, would you find it annoying that you can't race in another league?
No, not really.
So you'd only be restricted to one league. You're fine with that. Alright, that's your opinion. Okay, so cool. I'd find it seriously infuriating if I wasn't allowed to race in multiple leagues. But I'd like to see it in the rulebook that says you are only allowed to race in OR and only OR only. Okay?
So we do that?
Yep. You want only... Alright. Alright. If you guys put down you can only run in OR and OR only, alright? In your rules, that rule sheet I see on the website, put it there. All good. Power to you.
Never message OR, never bother OR, never...
I'd probably meme about it because it's a bit of a funny one, to be honest.
I can meme about it if you want, I don't care.
I can give you a meme if... I'll meme probably the hell out of it if it said you are only allowed to race in OR and only OR only. Probably the first time I've ever seen that for a league in any game or, you know, any league on F1, everything. That's the first time I'd ever seen that. And I think it'd be a really good meme, to be honest, like a seriously good meme. But if you want that to be one of the rules, then that's fine.
So yeah, but just clarifying. So we do that. You no longer have problems with OR, and you'll stop bothering OR.
I'll probably still have a problem. I probably wouldn't attack you more or less. I'd like to expose you because it's a bit weird what you do, right? But I think in my opinion, if you just put OOR, does this, does that in your rules. Like,
We put SRL.
no, just put like
Other officials.
not SRL. I don't think you should say SRL because it's more or less only Degree and Nimble that does that, and Don Cheadle. Sure, in SRL, yes, I can admit, but like that has nothing to do with the league itself. Do you understand that?
Yeah, sure.
Like, let's say because I know Degree's quite excited to do AOR next season. Would you be up to, like, if that's the rule, then it'd be SRL and AOR, because you'd be in it. He has no power in SRL except to race. So that's, yeah.
I think it's just a racing league. It's just
I know, but it's annoying when you restrict people to one racing league. I find it quite weird to do that, and I find that some of the stuff that, like I said, a bit weird. All right.
that's great.
Yeah, I'll be checking the rules quite a lot, and I expect it to say you are only allowed to race in OOR only. Not even like depending on platform. We can agree on that.
I don't think the platform is official.
Well, Asterix was saying the toxicity from AOR Xbox would spread into OOR itself,
Yeah,
which is completely different.
it's kind of true.
I don't understand that because it's number one, two different platforms.
When people go into AOI Xbox and everyone just talks shit about everyone, and
How do you know that?
could or couldn't happen.
Have you ever been in AOR Xbox?
I'm not saying it does or doesn't, but I've seen.
Oh, you just
stuff on
did,
Twitter.
technically.
Well, okay. I've seen stuff on Twitter, like the whole. I don't fucking know. There's all the
Team Ryan stuff? Yeah, I can see that.
that kind of stuff. They have their teams and it's,
Yeah, no, I can see that. There's a lot of
they call
toxic.
other people out for bad driving and stuff like that.
Yeah, I've no issue with that. That's just a human response. That is just something so human. You don't see Alonso, right, call out Honda for having such good engines because it's everything's jolly, etc. You see him get really mad and really worked up about other people's driving. That's how I see it. All right, even though it might be just be a league race, might just be a bit of fun, etc. To me, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, that's how I see it. Anyway, I'm probably have to go now, so we can agree that it says you
I'm
are.
not saying that will or won't happen. Just
I mean, I'd like to see it say you can only race in OR because from what I've gathered, that's essentially the rule. Because I can't really name another league you're allowed to race in when in OR. Well, Malik's open to gathering other people's opinions and criticisms in an announcement which I can most likely link if you wanted. What? Is that?
I don't think Mike cares what band people think about his league.
Well, why? That's a bit. I mean,
I don't think he's open to criticism from people who are banned.
no. Matt was going to him with some ideas, and he was saying that he didn't want to be in tier 5. He didn't respect that. He didn't like the basic that basically like that sense that you couldn't race in other leagues. You could obviously see that in his thing, he took that as an offence. I can see why he wouldn't like other people's rules about him. You know. What do you call it? What am I? I'm going through the setup. Sorry. Yeah, from what I see, he's not open to criticism from lots of people I've talked to, and him saying he is just kind of misleading to me, at the best. So I would like to see that rule. I do have to go now. Anyway, I'll hopefully see that rule. I don't know, whatever. Do whatever I want. Just remember that people will judge your league and judge the rules. I mean, that's just a general fact in life. So, don't know how that rule would work out for you. Most people might not like it. But yeah, I'd like to see that in the rules. Anyway. Also, an announcement about the new rule would be good as well, but that's your choice. Anyway, I'll...
It really matters what you think, to be honest. I don't know what to tell you.
Okay.
Or do you want me, like, telling you what rules SRL should have?
Tell me a rule that SRL doesn't have right now.
I don't know SRL rules. I don't know anything about SRL.
Well, what rule would you enforce in a league that you owned? Tell me. Well, you said you'd have it if you've had it. Like, do you have any rules that you'd like me to enforce or something?
In SRL? No, this is like theoretical.
Oh.
If I started telling you this is how you have to run SRL, you'd just be like, no, go away.
No, tell me if you had an idea. I would like to hear it out. If you have it, I would like to hear it out. Well, I'd be open for your opinion right now if you want. I know it's a theoretical question, but still, I'd be open to your opinion. Good talk. I mean, I know nothing will come from this. I'd like to see that rule. Good meme. But yeah, that's about it. Alright, well, I'll probably go now. Doing this one. This good old league race. Thank you. Won Russia last week against New Zealand, right? Not last very good battle, so yeah. There it was. I don't know what that chat was about. It looked like it was just hypocritical. This really seemed like it was. Like he was. Alright, I'm gonna